Oh, ooh, I've never been so ready to get off work in my life. Today, this time. Next time is going to be another time. I ain't never been so ready to get off work. But let me tell you this. Last night felt like an accomplishment. I got to the venue on time, actually early. Got there early, got dressed. I was the first one dressed with my makeup on and everything, and I actually performed. And it went well. And I got footage. And I think I did a pretty good job with just the first maybe 8 count done. Okay. Starting off with the train ride though. I got on the train on time. First of all, I got off of work, literally clocked out exactly 2:30 now. At exactly 2:30. Tell me why it took 20 minutes for the Uber to come pick me up. And then it took another 15, 16 minutes to get here to the house. So I didn't get to the house until about 3:15. So I had to literally rush still to change my clothes, make sure I had everything, and get to the Amtrak station. Now, I felt like I packed light. I only had one bag with my costume in it, my wardrobe. And then I had my makeup bags. And then, of course, the hat. And I made sure I had everything still when I left. So that was good. Why now, though, is the train so much more popular? I mean, I don't mean to complain per se, but I got something to say about it. Like, the train on a random Friday was packed like it was a holiday or something. Like, the way I saw the train on Friday was what I was used to seeing the train like on one of those 3-day holidays. Now, the holiday when I went to Charlotte on Thanksgiving. I don't know why that memory didn't come up. But when I went to Charlotte on Thanksgiving, that was very packed, like sold out. Now, that's usually how it happens ever since I've ridden the train, however you want to say it. But any other time when I would go like on, a regular old Friday, maybe, a typical Wednesday, a Monday, it wouldn't be that busy. The weekend, I'll say Fridays, it would be a little busy, but we were packed enough to where people had to buddy up with somebody that they didn't know. And that usually doesn't happen on a weekend during a time there's no holiday. Not from what I remember. So I didn't get any footage on the train. And I had to do my makeup on the train. Or I did my makeup on the train. Then the actual event, I think everyone's act was good. It was well thought out. People thought about their costumes and their songs and such. I did, though, get hungry after my set. That's one thing. I am not a person who can go somewhere and not eat at all. I can go somewhere and not drink, like take shots and do alcohol or sip wine or anything like that. But I gotta eat, baby. I gotta eat. And literally, 10, 15 minutes after my set was done, I was like, oh my God, I'm hungry. No, I'll say 30 minutes later because it was during the second intermission. And I was like, I'm hungry. And I had to eat some nasty McDonald's fries. It was better than nothing. Better than nothing. Oh, God. Okay. Other than myself being like the most awesomest act there, it's like, mine was all right. I ain't gonna stop. Mine was all right. But I liked, her name was Lane Leviathan. And she did really good with her fans. I didn't get footage of hers. And then there was Hot Cocoa. She's a performer from out of state, and she does this for a living. I liked her set. And there was, oh man, there was another lady who had like a tuxedo shirt Her outfit was very cute. I should have took a lot more pictures, but I was still very nervous because I felt unprepared. Okay, I knew that I didn't have the choreography, down. And that was the first time I had worn my outfit. My hat stayed on, by the way, up under this, and everything stayed on. It didn't come off until I took it off. So there's that. That's a win. But I hadn't practiced much at all. That was my first time wearing that entire outfit. And I also didn't know what to expect from the crowd. That's the thing. With burlesque, you never really know what to expect from the crowd. But I still earned, a couple dollars. I got a little tip out. Okay, then afterwards, riding back home. It wasn't like a bad ride. I actually got a ride from the headliner, Boom Boom Bathory. She does the monthly burlesque. She was the first person I met when I first did the burlesque, the first time like 2 years ago in 2023. Oh my God, coming up in May, it'll be officially 2 years. But anyways, I got a ride from her. It was just a long ride because one, it's like 3 hours away. And two, we had pasties. I still have my pasties on. Anyways, don't judge me. But you're wearing pasties, you're wearing makeup, you're wearing your costumes, and while you're in it, you're running around and you're enjoying it. But afterwards, you're like, oh, okay. Because most of us have like, nerves and jitters and stuff like that. So it's one thing where you're in your head and you feel the jitters, but you're talking to yourself, you're trying to pump yourself up. And then afterwards, once kind of like if you've ever had like a caffeine crash or something like that, crashing from like being kind of like high anxiety, having the jitters, but still, excited and enthusiastic about something, that can do a lot. That's, should I use this word? It's a bit of a drop. Anyways, when I got home, I ate something again because I was starving, and I had gotten my uniform together for the next day. And I thought about, oh, hey, let me go ahead and talk about my night. But I was like, nah, let me at least lay down, even if I don't completely fall asleep, because it'll be just my luck where I'm awake. And then the moment I feel the sleepiest is the moment I have to leave to go to work. So I laid down and I was kind of like in and out of sleep for 2 hours. I didn't get home until 2 a.m. or 1:45, somewhere around there. But I love this. Like, going from one place to another to perform on stage, being backstage and, getting dressed with the other girlies and watching the other girlies put their things and their ensembles together and watch everyone transform in makeup. And then here I am transforming, and then I'm like in my head trying to practice. I did that. I'm in my head trying to practice like the steps in my head, listening to the music. Oh man, sitting there watching the other performers. That's the type of chaos and mess that I like. That's what I would want or prefer in my life. I know like life isn't perfect. Everything doesn't go smoothly all the time. But if I had to deal with a certain type of chaos every single day, or every time I like walked into work, if you will, it would be that type of chaos. Like, we're figuring out, oh man, I don't have any pasties. Does anyone have any extra pasties? No, but I have some black masking tape. Okay, great. I'll use that. Hey, does anyone have a sewing needle and some thread? Yes, I do. Does anyone have spray adhesive? I'm using reusable pasties. Oh man, does anyone have some extra stockings? I promise I give them back. Do you have collateral? 10 minutes to show. Oh my God, my makeup's, that shit. I like that shit.